Namaskar. Nowadays, people have begun to think like sleep and rest as a waste of time. But our body relies on sleep for so many essential functions. A good night's sleep helps repair tissues. Sleep strengthens the immune system and supports heart health. During sleep, our brain clears out toxins and organizes our memories, which is why we wake up with better focus and mental clarity. Sleep is also closely linked with moods and stress management. In short, sleep is one of the body's most powerful healer. For those of you who still want to sleep less, let me tell you about the 5-hour sleep experiment. In this experiment, participants were allowed to sleep only for 5 hours each night. The results showed significant impact on their concentration, stress levels, immune response, and even blood pressure. 5 hours were not enough for the average person to maintain their physical and mental health. It reminded just how critical 7 to 8 hours sleep is for most of us. But is it impossible to sleep for 5 hours and less? But in our ancient tradition, we hear about sages and yogis who needed very little sleep. It is believed, for example, Buddha slept only for 1 hour for 45 years. For yogis, their biology was influenced by their deep sadhana or spiritual practice. They lived without the same stresses that affects most people today. Their minds were in a constant meditative state. This state in their mind allowed them to bypass many of the biological needs we have today. Their body operated differently, almost as if they were powered by their sadhana. Let's understand why one needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep every day. Some of you will hear these stories about yogis and rishis and things. Maybe I don't need sleep much either, but it's important to remember the sages lived a very different life from your modern householder's life. Their lives were focused with intense spiritual practices and a sattvic lifestyle. For most of people, minds were filled with thoughts and distractions and stress from our daily life. They don't have that deep-rooted sadhana, and our bodies are impacted by our fast-paced lifestyle and modern food. For most people, 7 to 8 hours of sleep is a necessity. It helps our body process the experiences, emotions, and challenges we face each day. A good night's sleep allows us to function better. Remember always that yogis and rishis, they had life which was very different from our life. They could sleep less because their mind and body were constantly being cared for by the deep meditative state, their tapasya and sadhana. You do not have that power and protection of that sadhana. This is why you must sleep for 7 to 8 hours every day. Sleep is a sacred time for healing and restoration for us. So don't take shortcuts with your body's well-being. Sleep well to live well. Namaskar.